Hey there and welcome back. This is Sarah, your socially awkward seller, and I am back with you with another haul video. And this will be all of the stuff that I bought in Denver. Not as much as I bought in Kansas City, but some cool things and some unusual, not really unusual. The Denver trip was awesome. The weather was gorgeous. Linda was a wonderful host. I enjoyed it so much. It was so relaxing. We saw the elk in the park, which is pretty cool. And, drove up into the mountains, and it was a good trip, and I really enjoyed it. And it seems like I got out just in time because Linda said that there's a fire in Wyoming that is now pushing that smoke over into Denver, and it smells smoky and it's hazy and all of that, which would have been catastrophic for my asthma. But anyway, so Linda and I went to several thrift stores. I guess they are regional or local to the area that she lives in, called ARC. Let me know if you have those in your area, because I have never heard of them, other than her telling me she's going there. And then we went to a couple estate sales. I did not buy much at the estate sales, but I did buy a couple of things. So I'll just jump in and show you. I did ship some things home for myself, just a couple. And note to self, when packing something breakable in a FedEx box, do not use your own clothing to pack around it to keep, it secure. Because when FedEx turns it into bite-sized pieces, the glass is in your clothes. Just saying. Just saying. Learn from my mistakes. So they did break the one thing I did not want them to break, but they broke nothing else. And it was this large, really pretty candle holder kind of thing. And, it's okay. I've had therapy about it since yesterday and we're good. But I did also buy this really cool basket while I was there that I had put the thing down into, hoping it would protect it. But yeah, no. So I got to empty that out and go on with my life, I suppose. All right, so let's just jump in. I've already started listing some things, so let me pull those. This I did not get on that Denver trip, but I'm going to show you anyway, because I just bought this week, and it's gorgeous. I've got this listed for $60, I think. This is a DKNY, 100% silk. Let me see if I'm holding it upside down, which I am. Scarf. How cool is that? You're very sexualized Mrs. Claus. And just cool. So I could not find an exact comp, but given the graphics on this, which are very cool, the fact that it's silk, the size, the fact that it's DKNY, and I can do what I want. I priced it at $60. And let's see what I get for my $2 scarf. You always have to take into account when you're pricing things that you can do what you want, and it's okay. I picked up this fabric in Denver. Check that out. It's awesome. It's called Hoedown on the Farm. Halloween Hoedown on the Farm. And there's 5 yards of this, and I've got this listed for $35, and I paid just a couple, I think $5 for this. So that was pretty exciting. And then I picked up some fabric panels, which they never really sell for much, but gosh, I do enjoy them. As a matter of fact, I think I have almost every one I've ever bought. But that is immaterial. We have to do the things that make us happy, right? This one is one of those turkeys that will look like that little guy when it's done. And this is made by a company called Cranston. This is their VIP lounge. Lord, there was a throwback right there. Line, not VIP lounge. We don't talk about my past often enough. Anyway, let's get that put away. And But I did pick up a couple of these, and I think, if I can remember correctly, I got these at I got the fabric and these fabric panels in a large bag. They had these bags at the estate sale, these like a kitchen-sized garbage bag, and they were full of fabric, and they were marked $3. But I could not bring one of those bags home because they weighed probably 25 pounds. So I just went through it and picked out some of the things that I wanted and just had her, you know, was willing to have her charge me $3 for all of it, but she actually only charged me $1 for all of it. So all of the fabric that you're going to see, she charged me $1 total for all of it. I'm not going to peel this one all the way open. Yeah, sure I am. But this is called Kitty and the Pumpkin, and this is like a door decor. P.S. If any of you want any of these fabric panels like this, I've got 3 of them. One Halloween, one Thanksgiving, and one like patriotic one that I'll show you. $10 shipped, and it can be yours. So, then it will ship the next day after you pay it. Pay for it. So, I got those. Got that fabric. I picked up this Ralph Lauren, these napkins, and they're Antibes is the pattern name. These just recently sold on eBay for $44, and I think I paid $4 for these. So I've got those listed already. This is a Laura Ashley ironing board cover, and I expect to get about $25 to $30 for this, and I paid $3 for that. Okay, so I found some of the creepiest dolls I have ever seen. The fact that these were actually sold in stores, and from the looks of it, they sold a lot of them, just creeps me out. Because don't these look like some kind of possessed beings? I'm like, look at that. Pod people. But anyway, they're Mattel. They're very well made. They're jointed. They need to be jointed, if you know what I mean. Here's Grandmama. This is Mom and Dad, of course. Check out Grandpapa. Does that... Even for a doll, doesn't that beard look fake? That's hilarious. And then there are 2 little pod children. This one has hair that only grows out the top of its head. And this is our little Ginger right here. So, I paid $15 for them. A little more than I would want to. I've got these listed for $35. I'm hoping to get $30 for them. And just chalk it up to a bad decision. I picked this like flag banner thing up, and it's Kingdom Heroes or something, and it's got a bunch of characters on it. It's not really worth anything. I don't even know if I'll list it. Here is a scrambled eggs hat. I don't know what this is actually called, but I see it in a lot of titles as scrambled eggs, because isn't that what it looks like? This is the Warbler MSC 206 battleship. Sure, it looks like a battleship, for what I know about ships. You sank my battleship. Anyway, hat, I paid $2 for it at an estate sale. I picked up all of these quilt blocks in that $1 lot, and there are 51 of these. My daughter, who is a quilter, says this is the light to dark pattern. And which maybe it should be called the dark to light pattern, because don't you go to sleep when it's dark and wake up when it's light? Anyway, there's not quite enough here for me to make a king size quilt, but I do want to make a quilt. But she says, and she's a math whiz, she can figure out how to lay this all out and then factor in the picture frame border. I don't know, I'll just do what she tells me. And I'm going to sew this into a quilt. It's a little country, but I still think it'll make a nice quilt. And I do what I want. I paid $5 for this guy, and it is a Department 51. Is that what this is? Is it? I don't know. No, St. Nicholas Square. And it's a Kohl's store, and I think it's new, and I think I can get about 40 bucks for that guy. Hopefully it's not broken. Huh. I thought this was pretty cool. I paid $1.50 for it, and it is a, like a wood cutout nativity kind of thing. Oh, it'll be kind of cute when it's all painted up and everything. But it's still sealed. I have not been able to find this particular one, but I think I'll list that for in the neighborhood of 30 bucks. For some reason, I felt compelled to buy this dream catcher. I don't know why, but it wasn't expensive. I didn't pay much for it. It's got some of the beads missing off of it. I think I just threw one of these away. But anyway, I don't know if this will sell. I'll list it and see what happens. This is definitely something, if you send me a message saying you want it, I will send to you. I picked up this gorgeous cross stitch with these kitty cats on it. This is sealed. I paid $2.99 for that. I paid $8 for this. This is a little more than I'd like to pay for dollhouse furniture, but I think there's some little tykes in here, and mostly Fisher Price. And I couldn't resist the little, you know, wreath that switches itself. And I think this fireplace lights up. The fireplace will sell for about $8 to $10 by itself. I bought this horse. I don't know. I didn't realize, but somebody had cut the mane off of it, which is going to make it pretty much useless. They cut the tag off of it too, so I don't even know what it goes to. But pretty well made. It'll give me something to research and learn about to see if these are actually worth anything, but it's probably not going to be worth anything in its current state. Let's see. I'm getting pretty... Oh, I got a pile of stuff there. This is called Eldest. I think I paid $1 or $2 for this, and I think this sells pretty well on Amazon. It's an audiobook. Here's another one, and this one is sealed. I think this one goes for, I don't know, $15, $20 on Amazon. I bought this candle holder thingy for myself, and I bought some, what did I buy? Some ornaments that are marked Hong Kong, and they're new. And this was in that. This is made in China, but these little flocked deer were inside that lot that I bought. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those guys. Let me show you some of these things that were in that bag of ornaments, though. So we got this flocked deer. This one is made in China. It's not as old, but a lot of these are marked made in Hong Kong, like Das Boot. And this is made in Hong Kong. This is some really cute candy cane garland that I've got tied in knots. Adorable. That might be 6 feet of garland. I've got these little crazy-eyed birds. They're flocked. I've got those in red and white. A couple of these little mice. Again, made in Hong Kong. These little tiny deer. I don't know, would you list these all together or would you list them separate? I have like 4 or 5 of the mice. I've got quite a few of the boots. Like 8 to 10 of the boots. Got 2 of those flocked deer. And then this creepy thing. Got wings. There's no tag on that thing. So I got that, and in the bag was just a bunch of random jingle bells, teddy bears, like those Walmart 1990s, 80s, 90s Walmart teddy bears that were jointed, and you found them in the craft department, and I don't know. We'd sew a lot of lace and put those little rosettes on them. But, bunch of those. Like, mostly garbage. And then some vintage tree bows. Here's some from Kmart. And I think there's 10 on here. Yeah. These are probably going to be donated because they're not worth anything to me, and I'm not going to list them. I picked up this little doll, this little creepy doll. This is, it's not a reborn doll, but it's one of those supposed to look like a baby kind of thing, you know, makes you, if you hold it for a few minutes, you'll start bouncing it and patting its back, you know, like you do. But very, like, cool face. I don't think it's worth very much. How many times have you heard me say that in my videos? I don't think it's worth very much. I probably shouldn't have bought that. I don't give a shit. I'll sell what I like. I found this TI-83 calculator for $2.50, which is pretty good find. It does not presently work, but I will test it with batteries. These generally take like AAA, but they also use like not the watch battery, but the big flat one. So I'll have to test that and see if it works. And then flatware. Flatware is always good to me. I got this big lot for $6. I don't even know what's in here, but I'll do fine with that. At the estate sale, I also picked up a lot of flatware for like $3 or something. And I got a fire starter for $2. That'll go in my emergency kit. If you don't have an emergency kit, you need to start one. Just because. I picked these up for my grandson because they're manufactured. They look like rocks and they're really cool. And he is a little rock collector. He's 5. And I don't see him all that often. His name is Ethan. And he's my oldest daughter's youngest son. Let's make it a little more complicated. But I just want to show you because these are cute. You know how I am about cute stuff. I can't help myself. But look at that. Very, very cute. Anyway, okay, you've indulged me enough. I picked these up because my brain said these are Anheuser-Busch. But they're not Anheuser-Busch. They're just the Federal Eagle with the arrows kind of thing. These are made by a company called Milburn. I paid $1.50 for them, I think. And they'll sell for about $8 to $10 someday. I picked this up for $3. This has got a Statler compass in it. And some other tools. And then it's got another little set on the back. I don't know. Maybe it's worth something. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I picked up this little cross stitch for 50 cents. And again, that will go on my lot of like little tiny cross stitch that I've got. You know, the one that I'll probably have about $25 in and will sell for like $30. Don't be jealous. It's not attractive. Okay, this is the patriotic fabric panel that I got. And this is the story of our flag, and it makes a little fabric book. So, there you go. And it leaves out all the parts about us massacring Indians. And then I got this fabric. This was part of the $1. I have not looked this up yet. I don't even know if it's marked, but I really like it. It has a very, is it cottagecore? No, what is it? What is it? Is it cottagecore? You know, like the Little House on the Prairie dresses? I can't remember what it is. But anyway, this would be very nice to make some of those kind of dresses. And I think there's quite a few yards, maybe 3 yards there. And then this is the last thing I'm going to show you. This is made by Peter Pan. No, not like the fictional character, but like the company Peter Pan. And it's really cute. Look at those little butterflies. And I don't know why, but like in this camera, those leaves look green. But in the real life, IRL, they're blue. But there's just over a yard of this, and I've got this listed for like $9. Very exciting. So there we go. There may be a thing or two that I haven't shown you because I don't remember getting it and I don't see it, so it didn't happen. But yeah, those are the things that I bought in Denver. Some things worth some decent money, some things not so much. I mean, the flatware will always be a winner for me, even if it ends up not being like tremendously valuable. I fill up a, let me show you. Right at the top here is a medium flat weight box. And whenever I have flatware that doesn't like go with anything, like it's an odd piece that I've got, or it's just something that's not worth much, I throw it in that box, and when the box is full, it'll probably weigh about 25 pounds. I will list it and get $40 to $50 for it plus shipping, and that'll go to like jewelry crafters and stuff like that. So you know, even if I have the odd piece that's not worth anything, it's still worth something. Okay, so I do want to throw this out there since we're talking about flatware. Some of the flatware that I bought in Denver, that I bought in Kansas City, turns out to be kind of expensive but doesn't sell often. And so I went to replacements.com and I had them send me an offer, and I have shipped the flatware to them, and we're going to see what they actually give me for the flatware. That will be in an upcoming video. I just have to wait for them to do what they do and send me money. And then I will explain how that process worked and what are the pros, what are the cons, and just my overall experience with it. So if you're not familiar with replacements.com, they are exactly what they say they are, but they're for flatware, silverware, like silver plate and china. So any of like your serving or eating needs, you were able to go and find a replacement for a lost or damaged piece on that site. So I use that site a lot just to search for pattern names, and this will be the first time that I have sent them anything. So we'll talk about that in an upcoming video. Until then, thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for all the comments and the likes and the thumbs up and the hoo-haws. Not the hoo-haws. I have my own. The yee-haws and all of that stuff. I appreciate it. Just remember that the dream works when you do. So keep dreaming, keep working. I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.